Hi, everyone. Welcome to Atrium Research's YouTube channel. Atrium Research is an institutional equity research provider based out of Toronto that provides research on a variety of industries, including metals and mining, industrials, consumer products, and many more. We also write thematic research on a variety of interesting themes, which can all be found on our website at atriumresearch.ca. Today, I have the pleasure of interviewing Todd Gibson, who's the CEO and founder of Yerbaé Brands. Yerbaé trades on the TSX Venture under the ticker YERB, YERB.U. We recently initiated coverage on Yerbaé back in April, and the company has performed exceptionally well since then, and we currently have a buy rating and a $275 target price on the stock. Todd, thank you for being here today.
Nick, thanks for having me. Very happy to be here.
So for those that are unfamiliar with the story, Todd's going to walk us through the company overview, a bit of the deck, and then we're going to get into some of the exciting updates.
Awesome. Well, hey, thank you for the time. Thanks for the opportunity to share the message and the story of Yerbaé with your audience. We are building something that we believe is truly doing something special and different within the energy drink category. Right, most of the energy drinks that are out there it's a sea of sameness with a different brand, right? They all have the same ingredients, whether it's taurine or glucuronolactone or other ingredients like that for your body. And we took a different approach to the marketplace. We said, you know what, why not build this with plants? So we focused in on an ingredient called Yerba Mate. And Carrie and I, when we developed this, we actually started steeping Yerba Mate at home. And one day we blended it with sparkling water because we live down here in Scottsdale, Arizona. And it is crazy hot down here in the summertime. So drinking a hot beverage at the same time is not always the most ideal way to consume your energy needs. So we decided to pour it in with sparkling water. We literally looked at each other, Nick, and we're like, I cannot believe nobody is doing this. And it's kind of led us to this really special place. And before I go on, we are a publicly traded company, as you've already identified, and your audience clearly knows. There is a disclaimer that, you may come across forward-looking statements within this conversation. It is up to you to decide whether or not this is appropriate for an investment within your personal portfolio. And we always recommend and advise that investors talk to a financial professional to determine the risk and the value to your personal portfolio. So with that said, the disclaimer out of the way, let's talk a little bit about the excitement, right? So our company, we believe, is truly changing the game here in energy. And, we've built this on health and wellness, right? If you take a look at our product, we have 8 total ingredients within our product. The first one's water, the next 6 are from plants, and the last one's a mineral. So we keep our nutritional fact panel very clean. It's very lean, and it's easy to understand for the consumers. And we believe that bringing an energy product forward to the world that can connect with the world in a language that everybody understands, right, is an incredible way to take a step forward within this category. We believe in zero compromise. So we don't believe in putting sugar in our product. We don't believe in putting artificial or synthetic ingredients within our product. And we're 100% committed to zero. And that doesn't mean just because we're in an aluminum can. That also means that we think about sustainability from the entire spectrum of our business, whether it's how we source our Yerba Mate leaves or our white tea ingredients, or where does our natural flavors come from, and how do we order and how do we maximize the efficiencies of the entire transportation. We think about that throughout all the aspects, not just the recyclability of the can, for which that is an incredible story of its own. It's 100% recyclable, and it's infinitely reusable. So there are some very special moments within that. But we compete in this giant marketplace. And when I say a giant marketplace, if you can think about it this way, we compete in a $21 billion category just here in the US alone. Globally, it's $86 billion, and that's a subset of the $217 billion functional beverage category out here around the world. And the reality is, this has been tied up with 2 players this entire time, Monster and Red Bull. And, I was very fortunate to be a part of the Monster team back in 1996 when we built and launched the first energy drink here in the United States. But fast forward to where we are in 2023, the energy drinks are still made the exact same way. They're still using the same ingredients. It doesn't matter if you chose an Alani Nu, a Nas, a Reign, a Bang or Celsius. They're all the same ingredients. It's all the same platform. It's built the same way. And we believe that we are disrupting this, and our customers believe that we're disrupting this, and our consumers, by following their purchasing behaviors, we also believe that we're disrupting this channel and this trade and this strategy. So within this, there's also another big problem that's happening in this industry beyond like the artificial or synthetic ingredients. Sugar is a major problem. And, we're based in the United States. So we're down here in Scottsdale, Arizona, where we built and launched the company. And, our audience we speak to is the U.S. population currently. And 96 million people here in the U.S., to include me, fell into the diabetic and pre-diabetic category. That's more than 1 in 3 people across the United States. I've lost 55 pounds, Nick, and really it's been focusing on removing sugar from my diet, and that's one of the biggest changes that I've personally made. And as a company, we took a stance that 24% of all sugar consumed across the entire United States is coming from beverages, and we don't want to be a part of the problem. We want to be a part of the next generation of solutions. And to give you an idea of how quickly sugar can add up in this space, if you just drank 1 bottle of Mountain Dew a day, that's 20 teaspoons of sugar a day. That's 64 pounds of sugar, right, over the course of a year. According to the American Heart Association, right, women should have 6 teaspoons per day. Men should have 9 teaspoons per day, or 29 or 19 pounds of sugar. So if you just drank 1 bottle of Mountain Dew, you're already way over it. And let's not kid ourselves. The people that are consuming these sugar-filled beverages, they're not drinking 1 Mountain Dew a day. They're most likely drinking 3. They're not drinking 1 Red Bull with sugar a day or 1 Monster with sugar a day. They're drinking 2 or 3. And it adds up really quick. And we see this as an incredible opportunity to educate consumers, but also drive a new value chain throughout this entire landscape, whether you're a natural foods retailer or a grocery store, an at-work location, the Google campuses, you name it. We believe that by bringing our beverage with the 5 key pillars, right? Plant-based, zero added sugars, nothing added artificial or synthetic, right? That we're compliant to all the main diets, gluten-free, non-GMO, keto, paleo, and so on, right? Number 4, sustainability. I haven't told you the founder story of Carrie and I yet, but we'll come back to that in just a second. We'll talk a little bit about that. And then the last one of what we believe truly makes us so different is we are simple, we are clean, and we are delicious. And for those consumers that are looking for those opportunities to connect with a brand, we believe that we're the perfect brand for that consumer that's looking to upgrade their beverage choices in those marketplaces. With that said, we've got 2 different platforms that we compete against. So our original line that we launched was, as I mentioned, we took Yerba Mate, we poured it in with distilled sparkling water, and Carrie and I looked at each other and we're like, oh my God, we have something that nobody else is doing. So we built this line that's unsweetened, using just the natural flavors of the fruit, right, plus yerba mate and white tea, and it produces 100 milligrams of natural caffeine. Think of this as something that will taste like a sparkling water, will feel like a sparkling water, but yet will give you that natural boost that you would look for out of an energy drink. In our 16-ounce platform, this one tastes a little bit different. This has an organic stevia leaf that we've added in there, which gives it this mouthful of flavor, and it gets you almost there in that sweetness profile, like somebody who really likes the sugar flavor. This brings a natural sweetener into it. We've got 6 flavors that are available today: mango, passion fruit, black cherry, pineapple, watermelon, strawberry, iced triple berry, lemonade, and yuzu lime. And these are driving significant growth in our portfolio. As of right now, 91% of all of the sales in our company are actually coming from our 16-ounce line. And we see this line just continuing to grow. And while this is only 9% of our portfolio, that line is up significantly as well. And you'll see as we talk through some of the financials, right, the company is growing, and now is the time to be excited about our brand.
All right, thank you for the overview, Todd. And let's move on to a couple of questions on updates that you guys have had. So last week, you guys reported your Q2 financials, where you reported $4.1 million in revenue, which is up 122% year over year, as well as 56% gross margins, which is well above the industry standard for energy drinks. So tell us a bit about the quarter, what led to the major growth, and how do you see that continuing?
Yeah, well, a great question, Nick. So there's a lot that's going on here. So there's a convergence of consumers that are looking for that healthier for you alternative. The people that say, "Hey, look, I don't want sugar in my energy drink anymore. I don't want to see some of the aggressive ingredients." And quite frankly, I mean, you've seen it firsthand in Canada. You know, brands are starting to be banned because of the type of ingredients that they're using. So those consumers that are looking for a healthier alternative, we're landing in that sweet spot for them. You know, our product in a 16-ounce can has 160 milligrams of natural caffeine that's coming from the Yerba Mate and white tea that's in there. And as the brand continues to grow, we're connecting to more consumers, and we've deployed some fairly aggressive strategies in the marketplace. So we've put over 300 field samplers out into the marketplace that are connecting with consumers where in our retail locations, whether it's Sprouts Farmers Market or Costco or Safeway Albertsons or some of those retailers, we are out there, we are engaging with those consumers, but also too, even beyond that, we're seeing the natural organic lift in sales and same store sales. For instance, Sprouts Farmers Market, we were up 86% last quarter in Sprouts Farmers Market. And we've been on that shelf for 5 years. This is our 5th consecutive year. And now we're seeing some of our largest growth rates ever. So it's a combination of awareness, availability, and the consumer looking for that healthier for you alternative. And we're feeling that fantastic moment right now as we speak.
For sure. Okay. And then the other update you guys came out with just this morning was the sports and entertainment board that you just launched on the back of your celebrity and athlete financing round, which included Richmond Flowers, Kyle Shanahan, and many more. So maybe tell us a bit more about how these athletes and celebrities are going to be strategic to the growth of the brand and how you plan to spend those proceeds.
Yeah, no, awesome question. So we decided, I mean, every growth company needs to raise capital as they continue to grow. And our thought process was, why not help the investors? Why not have the investors that connect with millions and millions of people be the investors into the company and benefit directly from their engagement? You know, a lot of our peers go out and they sign endorsement deals, and you're just paying somebody to put a can in their hands, and you're hoping that they're going to drink it publicly. Or we took a different approach, and we said, you know what? They can invest. And if they invest, they are true believers into the company, the brand, the mission, and what we're doing. And what we have found is an incredible audience that are looking for a healthier for you alternative that is really connecting with them. So for instance, right now with the San Francisco 49ers or the New York Jets or whatever, we're throughout the entire locker room where all the players, you see the players drinking it, you see the coaches. You could see our product on Hard Knocks just last week. It was, Nathaniel Hackett's holding our product during his interview during Hard Knocks. And these are all moments that only they could bring to the table. We wouldn't be able to make those moments happen. And it's truly incredible to see the reception, whether you're in the Green Bay Packers locker room or the Los Angeles Chargers, the Niners, or the Jets. All of those people have a massive community. So we said, look, let's raise funds from them. So we raised over $4.4 million from our celebrity investors. We created this new sports and entertainment board that is chaired by Richmond Flowers. We also have Kyle Shanahan, Lincoln Riley, Ejiro Evero, who's the defensive coordinator from the Carolina Panthers, and he is a rising superstar. Ben Johnson, who's the offensive coordinator, who helped bring life back to Jared Goff's career at the Detroit Lions, and he is another rocket ship waiting to happen. And then we also have Annie Thorsdottir, the 2-time fittest woman of the world, 6-time podium champion, that sits on that board. And we're really excited about the team that we have around us. And we're excited about their contributions to the business. So we believe that our outreach is only going to amplify from here.
Absolutely. Well, that's definitely a very strong update from you guys. And maybe lastly, what are some catalysts or updates that investors should be looking out for over the next 6 months or so?
I mean, really just keep an eye on our press releases. We have a we have an incredible story to be told, and we're going to continue to tell this story for months and months and years to come, right? As this brand is being received so well by the consumers, just this same time last year, we were barely, we were just a little over $500,000 a month in sales, and now we're consistently well over, averaging over $1.25 million, month over month. So it's our growth rate is continuing. It's steadied out, and we believe that we are in the right spot to win, not only in 2023, but we are well in position to have a fantastic 2024.
Amazing. Well, that's all the time we have, Todd. So thank you for walking us through the deck and giving us some of the updates. And we look forward to seeing the upcoming releases from Yerbaé and the development of your brand and distribution network, especially now with all these athletes and celebrities on board. For our followers, if you haven't seen our research on Yerbaé, you can find it all on our website at atriumresearch.ca, where you can also subscribe. And again, Todd, thank you for your time.
Thanks so much. I appreciate it.